The other week, Cole, you left us with a little bit of you left us on the edge of our seats because you said there was one word that you'd teach us that would help us stay on track with our goals, turning things from just a wish into a reality. And I have been waiting a whole week to find out what this magical word is.
Well, you can wait no longer. So the word is not motivation. The word is not protein. The word is not even adherence. The word is accountability.
Oh dear, that's
accountability.
I like the looks of that word. It's not as fun as I thought it was going to be. Like diet pills was the magic word.
No.
I was hoping for 2 words: quick fix or easy. Or
no. The amount of people that I have say to me, Cole, if I hadn't booked a time with you, I wouldn't have gone to the gym. I wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Or if I didn't have you, Cole, or I didn't have a training partner to train with, I wouldn't go.
Yeah.
So I think accountability is the key thing to staying on our fitness journeys.
Normally when we chat to Cole, I know this is radio, nobody can see him, but we do put the videos up of Cole. Normally Cole's in his gym, but right now Cole has got like a beach behind him and beautiful ocean views of what I believe is Phillip Island. And you've been away on holiday this week. And I was like, yep, I'm going to keep training, Cole. I'm going to go to your gym and I'm going to train the whole week. And here we are on, a week later, and I haven't gone once. And so I feel personally victimized by this accountability business.
Okay, case in point.
it is true, though, that even in our own personal interactions with Colin, because I do access Colin for my own personal fitness, and you do, Colin, actually, you walked me through it. Like every Sunday night as a personal trainer, you'll sit down with a pen and a paper and you'll open up the laptop and you'll work out when everybody is coming to see you during that week. And it took me a while to work out that the only reason I'm going to see you is because you keep making sure that I do.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is a part of
for it.
Well, that's good. And that's part of my job as a trainer, is to help keep people accountable. But there's also some things that everyone else can do, you guys can do, to help keep yourselves accountable. I think the first one is that if you're creating one of these new goals, go tell someone. So you might put it on social media if that's your thing. You might tell your family, a friend. They might even want to join you on that journey, but tell someone. So you're basically putting it out there. Don't just keep it in your head. I think that's the first thing about accountability.
It is, because it's isn't it the theory of diminishing sort of energy, where like if left to its own devices, something will end up just stopping all on its own. I know I've paraphrased that terribly, but unless you've got somebody reminding you to continuously do something that's good for you. Isn't it weird how we work as human beings, Luce, where everything that's good for us, we kind of put off. It's not until someone like a close personal friend or something like that, Colin, or maybe like a family member that's there and ready to cop some lighthearted abuse when they ring up and say, hey, you haven't gone on your walk this week. I mean, that's who we need in our lives.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, that can come in all areas, in our eating, in our exercise, our mental health, our sleep. All of those areas we can be held accountable by our friends and people we open up to and say. So that's the first thing, tell someone. I think the second thing we can do is track what we're doing. So I know sometimes I get people to track their macros or their calories on MyFitnessPal, and automatically they start eating better because they know, okay, I've got to track this, so I'm going to eat better. And I think that's another thing that we can do, not just our food, but our exercise. Write down what you're going to do, write it in a book or however you track, but track what you're doing.
And so it's such a good point. Whenever I start logging my food, and it's not an unhealthy sort of obsession, it's more just like, for me, I can snack till the cows come home. I walk past the cupboard and you just grab a little handful of chippies, but you don't realize everything adds up. So when I start logging it all and then seeing exactly what I'm putting in my body, it's kind of a shock to the system. And it's really helpful for me. That's one of the key things, is like that personal accountability by logging stuff is so good, Cole.
And one of the eye-opening things that Colin showed me is that a lot of the time you feel like you're eating too much, but in most cases you're not eating enough. You might be eating too much of the wrong thing, but you could eat way more of the right thing if you have the right person in your life to tell you these things, Colin.
Yeah,
absolutely. And I think that one of the biggest things I say is, okay, we want to try and get up your protein. We want to try and get 120 grams of protein, say. and people go, oh, I eat a lot of protein. And then they come in with their MyFitnessPal and they've only had 60 grams of protein and the carbohydrates are way high.
Yeah.
And people just don't understand. So I think, that sort of thing can really help with the accountability. And I think the third thing that we need to think about is time, booking a time. Book a time with, I know people who go, oh, just book a time to go for a walk, or book a time with a trainer, or block out a part of your diary, however you do it, but actually book in the time and then be accountable to that time. I think it's very helpful.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've got to go and pick up the kids at certain times throughout the day. We've got to attend our work at certain times throughout the day. We should be doing the same thing with our fitness, Colin.
Yep, absolutely. Indeed.
That's right. Get busy living or get busy dying. Hey, we've all got the same amount of time in the day, and I know we all have different things to do. But if health and fitness and trying to live to a ripe old age with a healthy body is something that's important to you, then you will make the time. That's pretty much it at the end of the day. So accountability, that's the magic word.
I want to leave you with one thing. Sometimes we just need to stay accountable. Even when we don't see the results, we need to stay on track. I want you to think of like two rolls of paper towel, and each day you pull off one roll, you pull off one sheet, and then the next day you pull off another sheet. For a long time, it doesn't look any different, but then eventually, as you keep pulling one piece off each day, that's how you get to the point that you get towards your goals. So I think that's just something to leave you with. There.
That's a flipping good analogy. I'll give you that. We're all sitting here nodding, going, that is so good, because you do start working out, you see nothing, and then you go, well, I'll just have a Big Mac. But you're right. It's one little bit at a time. And then one day your kitchen roll's empty and you go, I did it. I love that analogy. That's awesome. Paula, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your holidays, and we'll catch up with you next Monday for the next key on our health and fitness journey.
And that will be about what you do when you get stuck on your fitness journey.
Ooh.
Good to know. All right.
Very good.
We won't be stuck this week. We've got some good things to go on with. Thank you, Colin. We'll see you next Monday.
Catch you later.